So here I am in this unpublished classroom again, and maybe I'd like to make a page that just has some information. The students don't really need to be able to interact, as in I don't need to be able to get back things from them from this page, but they can receive deliverables from me. So for example, I use this to have just a place where all my class notes are posted and my class videos in like one big list, so the kids can get to it at any time just to reference old stuff. They don't actually need to turn anything in through this. They can just access information I've posted. So I'm going to click on pages, and you see this class doesn't have any pages yet, so I'm going to add one. And you get to choose a title for this. So let's call this an example page. And then I have all the same editing tools I always have when I am able to write stuff on here, so I can type whatever I want. This is an example page. Again, I can have links to things. I can have YouTube videos. I can have Khan Academy videos. There's something I want to share with you about my experience in working with Google Docs with this. The system is very finicky about how you're logged into different systems, and I found that, for example, if my browser is accidentally logged into my personal Gmail and I try to use this little tool right here to link a Google Doc from my school account for students to use, when they go to access it, they have trouble getting to it. So when I put links to Google Docs that I don't want them to have a personal copy that they're going to type into, I just go grab them in the usual way. So I just go to my Google Drive, and so let me just find something. So I've got like a page here about drawing something, and I'm just going to grab the link like this and say get shareable link, and I'm going to make sure it just says anyone with the link can view, so they're not going to be able to edit it or whatever. So I've got that link copied, and then I'm just going to add it here, and I'm going to link my Google Doc as just a regular hyperlink, because as I said, you can go through this thing and you can choose Google Apps and do it that way, but I've had some problems when the kids actually go to access this, and it doesn't happen to all of them, it just happens to some of them, and I'm not sure what the deciding factor is, but if you link it this way, it always works, and it never tells them it's inaccessible. So add whatever you want up here. You can link files that you've uploaded. If you have Word documents and you don't want to put them in your Google Drive first, you can actually upload them to the course page. You just choose upload a new file. You can set up folders here if you want. Choose it, upload it, then you can select it off of here and it'll insert it. If you have pictures, you can select those. Links, for our purposes in Classroom, this is links to other stuff you've created in the course. So if you have other pages you want to link to, those will be listed here. If you have assignments, quizzes, these other things, you can add them in as links to the document. Okay, and then if you continue to scroll down, it gives you some options. There's not a whole lot in this particular one, and once I'm done, I have a couple buttons down here. If I save, this page will not be publicly accessible to my students, but maybe I'm not ready for them to see it yet, so I just want to save a draft, so I'll just hit save in that case. If I want to make it be accessible, I have to hit save and publish, and that makes it publicly available to anyone who has access to this class. One caveat, let me go ahead and do that and say that even if I publish this page, when I go back to my course here, you'll see my course says it isn't published yet. So even though I've published that page, still nobody can get to this thing because they can't get to the course tile in the first place until I hit publish. So once you've got things set up, you want to make sure you hit publish over here so you can let people actually get to your course.